Okay, so I can't really do a lot of videos that I want to do today because tonight we have the Bills and the Bengals, which means a lot for the AFC side of the playoff picture. So normally what I do is, I go over both sides in the video. We talk about NFC first, usually, and then AFC because, my Packers are in the NFC, so, I talk about them first. But I thought, you know what, I used to do this. I think I did start at week 16, and so, first time I did this, I broke it up, and I'm like, well, it's an AFC matchup tonight for Monday Night Football. So nothing is affected tonight. If a team wins or loses, so I figured we'll leave this for tomorrow. We'll talk about this tomorrow because there's so much that can happen. And look at how messy this is. Look at this. And again, it can be affected by who wins this game tonight too. So, I mean, it's the AFC is just a minefield of this can happen, that can happen, this can happen, that. So it's just again, we'll take the one step at a time, and we'll just look at what we can look at, and that's the NFC, which honestly is essentially locked up. Now we still have Eagles don't have the 1 seed locked up, so they can still win the 1 seed. Niners can get it, Vikings can get it, and Cowboys can get it. The Bucks cannot get it because of the record. So they're either going to go 8-9 or 9-8, and they, everyone else 12-4, 12-4, 13-3. Like there's no way the Bucks can get it. So Bucks are locked in that 4th seed, so we're good there. It's just whatever happens next week, it could either drastically change or the Eagles could, and I think there has been rumors of Jalen Hurts wanting to play week 18 this coming week. So we'll see. We'll see what happens. But a lot. It's open. It's really open right now. I mean, if they lose and the Cowboys win, the Cowboys can get the 1 seed. So there's so much here that can happen. It's gonna be interesting. Now, let's say the Eagles lock it up. Then we would have a rematch of week 1 of this game again. We would have Giants and Vikings. Which if I'm a Vikings fan, I would rather have the Giants at home than the Packers at home. 2 weeks after they beat you. Well, obviously you're on the road, but I would rather play the Giants right now because that's an easy win. It should be because the Giants to me don't feel like a Super Bowl team, but you never know. I mean, Packers, all these, there's been other teams that have won from the 6th seed back when the 6th seed was the lowest. I believe the Packers were the first to do it. But Giants coming in, I think were they 8-8 one year or something like that, or 9-7 or something like that one year. And when they won the Super Bowl, or maybe it was both years. And they didn't look like a Super Bowl caliber team, and here they come into the playoffs and just running through everyone and winning games. So, I say, I'm kind of disrespecting them, but anything can happen. Anything is possible. They lost by a 61-yarder, to the Vikings. Just was that last week or the week before? So, anything is possible. Anything is. So, Niners again would face the Seahawks at the moment, who they beat twice already. So that's basically a walkthrough. Right to the division round for them. Right now. So yeah, I mean, again, I'm not too excited for this. Can you imagine if the Bucks beat the Cowboys? Can you imagine if they do that? Right now we have 3 NFC East teams. That's the most we can have here. Well, no, I don't think, because I think that if they tie, the Seahawks are still in. So I was gonna say, I think technically we could have 3 NFC North teams, but I don't think we can, because I think even with a tie, I think Seattle would then get the 7th seed. So never mind about that. What I was gonna say. But this is it for the hunt. Again, as you see, like we have, Jags can win the division. I think there's still a way. They can still, if they don't win the division, I think they can still get the wild card. I think they need all these teams to lose though. And I think, and the Titans they wouldn't have to worry about, because let's say if they lost the Titans. So I think there is still a way the Jags can make the wild card, even if they don't win against the Titans next week, which is crazy to think about. But point is, it's all jumbled mess here. We still have, again, they're leading the division right now, but still have that matchup next week. I believe they set that for Saturday. I'm gonna do a video on that. I'm gonna do that tomorrow. Again, I can't do that because we don't have the Sunday schedule, but they released the Saturday schedule. But I can't do anything because we don't know Sunday games. So, this is the problem with Monday Night Football. But it's the last one of the year. I'm gonna hopefully be able to stream it tonight. So, look forward to that. But this is it. One of these three teams right here is going to get the 7 seed, and then we have the NFC locked up next week. How fitting is that? Look at this. Seahawks, Lions, Packers. One of those three teams is going to get the 7 seed. That's all we have to worry about. Meanwhile, we have to worry about, the 4th seed here. Again, there's all this crap here. I think technically the Ravens can still win the division if the Bengals lose tonight, but I think they have to... Well, no, they wouldn't have to... they just have to beat the Bengals next week. So, I mean, there's still a bunch of probability here, whereas, again, we have locked up. So, again, tomorrow's going to be a crazy video. I can't wait. I can't wait to see what happens tonight. It's going to be an insane video. But, yeah, just 7 seed. That's it. One of 3 teams going to get the 7 seed here. So, Lions, Packers play each other. And basically, if Seattle wins, you're rooting for the Lions. If Seattle loses, well, then it's Lions or Packers or whoever wins that game is going to get in the playoffs. So, it's, again, whatever happens. It's just Seattle's going to be watching this game. I mean, I would like, to have the Sunday night slot, but at the same time, it's like, well, I'm going to be waiting all day, and then what happens if they lose? Waiting all day for the final game of the regular season of, the 2022-2023 season, and it's like, oh, Packers lost. It's like, oh, yeah, there goes my heart. So, again, I would like it, but at the same time, it's just I would have nerves all day just waiting for that game. And it would hurt a lot worse if you lose in prime time. So, looking at that, I believe the Bears are... I forget how it works. I think they can still get the number 1 spot in the draft. Seattle has this pick. Seattle is number 4 right now. Yeah. So, yeah, again, there's not a lot to talk about. I kind of talked about the AFC a little bit, but again, we'll go in depth. But again, it's just everyone has clinched divisions. We have 6 teams in the playoffs, and it's just down to 3 teams next week for Week 18. Packers get in with a win because of strength of schedule. They would have, that would break the tiebreaker if the Seahawks won. So basically, again, Seahawks need to win, and they need the Packers to lose. Packers is easy. You just win and you're in. Lions have to win, and they need the Seahawks to lose. So the Packers have the easiest path here, despite being at the 9th spot. So we'll see what happens. We are 6 days away from these games, so I can't. I'm nervous and excited. It's gonna be a long 6 days. For now, though, like the video, share the video around, don't forget to subscribe, and I'm out of here. Peace.